Hi everybody, Stan Ponte and Joshua Judge.
Hi everybody.
From Sotheby's International Realty. We are so happy to welcome our friends from Open House New York to the Woolworth Tower Residences and have a look at the beautiful, restored, brand new residential lobby. Got everyone in their masks. We're happy to have our Open House New York masks on. I also just want to say a quick hello to a good friend of mine and a former board member, it feels like from a former life at AVP, Sandra Thomas, who I understand is the new interim co-executive director of the organization, a great mentor of mine and Josh's, Ellie Johnson, and a wonderful close friend, Eric McLaughlin from the board. So we have so many friends at Open House New York. We feel it's such an honor. We have the keys to the castle here, guys. So we're gonna use them. We're gonna go behind the scenes and we're gonna take you through our Pavilion penthouse and then all the way up to the original observatory. But first, let's start in our lobby. This lobby is a custom designed space which did not exist. It was actually a series of elevator banks which were removed. And Thierry Despont really created this jewel box effect. I remember this lobby is for only 32 apartments. So very private with 24-hour doorman, full-time concierge, and some wonderful touches, starting out with the ceiling. These ceiling tiles were in Frank Woolworth's private office on the 40th floor. So we're going to, for social distancing and for all of those good things, we're going to say goodbye to Josh for a second. He's going to meet us at the very top of the building while I take you through the rest of this lobby and up to our Pavilion residence. Josh, we'll see you in a few minutes. Josh is also going to be showing you the original Frank Woolworth Pool because Josh is practically a professional swimmer and I am not. So here we are. Please step straight through into our brand new high-speed passenger elevators. It's a good chance to have a look at some of the beautiful work at the top of the elevator. This is all based on the original Tiffany and Company design. In fact, this is one of the last construction jobs that Tiffany and Company did metal work. And so we were able to replicate that work both here and on the elevator doors as we came through. So we're shooting right up to the 29th floor now, and that's where the residences start. So the Woolworth building, its original lobby, all are still in place with offices from the lobby up to the 28th floor, and the residences start on the 29th floor. So come with me. On this floor, there are only 2 apartments, and in this building, there are never more than 2 apartments per floor, which gives us a nice sense of privacy and a nice sense of really a club-like intimacy. I also want to take just a moment before we pop into the apartment to show you these elevator surrounds. These are the original elevator surrounds from the Woolworth Tower, and they were brought into each of the residential floors. And let me just point out this small area here. This is actually a small additional piece we had to have designed and manufactured because the original elevator surrounds in the office tower were much shorter. So welcome. We are now entering a 6,700 square foot Pavilion A apartment with 2,700 square feet of exterior space. So you enter into this wonderful receiving room. It could be a dining room. It could be set up as it is now as an additional seating area. If you head over there to the windows, you'll be looking east right at the Manhattan Bridge. It's a little bit of a cloudy day today, but you should have a pretty nice view. By the way, we have Greg Monteith on camera. So I told him when he sees himself in a mirror just to wave at everyone. And thanks to Greg for taking the time with us today. So we're overlooking City Hall Park, which means, of course, it's a fully protected view. And those views will not go away until they sell City Hall, which hopefully they don't have to do. And here we are in the great room. And We use the word great room a lot, and I think this one is certainly deserving. You've got this extraordinary ceiling height with brand new, beautiful skylights which were added during construction. In fact, building wide, all of the windows were expanded, were opened up with more glass and less metal surround, and there's examples of that as we walk through. So of course we've turned this into a wonderful music salon, dining room, sitting area, and there's even this fantastic spiral staircase which takes you up into what we've thought of as a little meditation area. But we've had a couple of great parties here, and we've had our musicians up on that level and made it a true minstrel balcony. So these are original, let me see if I can turn that light on. Look at that. These are original Woolworth transoms. So every single owner in the building gets a piece of history within their apartment, within the piece of history that they own. And in this apartment in particular, Greg, you might have to do a special move with the camera there, but look at the skylight and the view of the Woolworth building herself, right here from the kitchen sink. I don't like to do dishes, but if I were going to do dishes, I'd want to do them in this spot. But I am called over here by these butterflies because my grandmother's favorite thing in the world was butterflies. And when I came and saw what I think is the sexiest laundry room I've ever seen, with wallpapers by Christian Lacroix, meaning that if you were to ruin your dress in the washer dryer, you just take the wallpaper down, wrap it around with a pin, you're ready for the night. We're walking, by the way, on 4-inch wide solid oak herringbone floors with straight edge in every room. The attention to detail that Thierry Despont and his interior architectural redesign and alchemy properties in the execution of the work is simply fantastic. And in point of fact, it was my great honor to be at a small ceremony with the Historic District Council where Cass Gilbert, of course the building's architect, granddaughter, gave to Ken Horn as CEO of Alchemy Properties an award on the careful restoration of one of the city's beloved landmarks, if not one of the world's. So it's been a real pleasure here as we begin to wrap up our sales process with more than half of the building sold as of the time that you're watching this video in a couple of weeks. And if we have a good couple of weeks, maybe even more. So now let's take a minute to think about, after enjoying the chandeliers, of course, what was here before. But if it were 5 years ago, we would have arrived at this very spot and the roof of the building was here. This was the roof. Above that, outdoors. And so what Thierry Despont was able to get through landmarks and get approved for construction was literally to lift the roof off of the Woolworth building and to create more livable interior space, which in this case turns out to be this fantastic office, which leads from that office area into a bedroom wing. So if you want to step in, this is one of the guest bedrooms. This is a 5-bedroom apartment as it stands, and we'll see those final rooms at the end. Of course, you can see you've got this extraordinary ceiling height, just this wonderful sense of volume and scale throughout the space. And then here we have a door separating out the master bedroom suite. But I am drawn immediately to the master suite and this stunning baccarat chandelier. Again, all of these wonderful companies, from Frette sheets and towels to baccarat chandeliers and crystal, working with us to put together this model home as luxuriously and beautifully as it deserves to be. Welcome to the first level of a 2,700 square foot outdoor space. Of course, this is this whole bedroom wing, and as you grab a look at this, Greg, This is all brand new construction. Again, the roof of the Woolworth building was down here, and this is all added, as is all of this stunning terracotta work, all done by the Boston Valley Terracotta Company up in Buffalo, New York. All of this marquetry work, brand new, even though it appears to be original to the building. Greg, I'm going to follow you up that spiral stair. Hey guys, so look at this. And I think I can get far enough away from the camera to finally take my mask off. So great to see everyone. Here's this stunning view, north, northeast, northwest, river to river. It's fun to watch the planes come in and out of LaGuardia, Teterboro, into Newark. And then of course, the Woolworth building herself. This is a great chance to step a little bit forward into the terracotta, because a massive restoration and renovation job was done. In fact, thousands of tiles were either replaced or repaired. Some were completely replicated, and if you were to go to YouTube, there's a wonderful video on YouTube. You can put in Woolworth Terracotta, and they will actually show you some of these terracotta pieces being fabricated up at Boston Valley Terracotta, because here to the right is an original piece of terracotta, and to the left is a painted piece. And then as you look up, you'll see there are some newer pieces. So thousands and thousands of tiles building wide were worked on, replaced. The entire facade was waterproofed and completed. And of course, from here as well, you can go from gargoyles to One World Trade Tower with that fabulous reflection in the base of it of the Calatrava oculus. We're going to break here for a second, but I want to look all the way up to the top, Greg. I don't know if we can even see the top from here. We have to go all the way back. We are going to now go up to the 58th floor, which is the original observatory of the Woolworth building, which is now a private observatory for the Pinnacle Penthouse. We'll see you there in just a minute.
Surprise, everyone. I know Stan said he was going to take you up to the Pinnacle Penthouse, and he is. But before he does that, I just wanted to take a quick moment and show you a couple of my favorite amenities in the building. So welcome to the lower level of the Woolworth Tower Residences. This is where we have several of our many amenities, including our wine tasting room and our wine vault. Where we're going to start right now is in our wine vault, which as we enter this room right now, I can already feel the temperature drop to 55 degrees. And then this is a really beautiful, moody room for our many wine enthusiasts that come through the building. Each apartment comes with one of these beautiful storage cages, and they keep your wine protected. They're locked. And as you can see, as I open this, beautifully lit. Terry Dispon did a beautiful design here. And each apartment gets about 185 bottles or more, depending on the apartment. Adjacent to it, we've added this beautiful wine tasting room. Plenty of space here for 10 people to enjoy a nice glass of wine, taste some bubblies, whatever you want. We have several other amenities on this floor, including a treatment room for massages, bicycle storage, a commercial laundry room for large duvets and other large items that need to be laundered. Then, as we enter through this door, then there is my favorite amenity, which is the pool. This pool belonged only to Frank Woolworth, and he used it every day to swim his laps, and we have painstakingly restored it and updated it. It's 55 feet, it's salt water, it's gorgeous, the temperature in here is comfortable and perfect, and one of the best things is it's virtually private. Now, just as Stan said, we are finally going to go up to the Pinnacle Penthouse. I'll see you guys up there.
Hey guys, welcome back. I heard you were hijacked for a minute to the Woolworth Pool with Josh, but now it is our great pleasure to welcome you to the tallest point that mankind could build to in 1913, the Pinnacle Penthouse Observatory, come on out. This is a 360-degree observatory. You've got these extraordinary views, obviously, of the whole city. We'll wrap around towards One World Trade. You can just imagine a glass of champagne on a celebratory night, celebrating life itself and our beautiful city. But wow, look at this view. This is literally what Open House New York is all about, getting to places that normally you can't get to. It's been such a pleasure with my colleague Josh Judge to bring you behind the scenes at the Woolworth Tower Residences. I'm looking at Josh's mask, which says New York is open. New York will always be open. We'll always stand together and hold together. And from us to you, thank you so much for being with us today.